fought the fight, breaking down the walls in the dead of night. I don't come for peace, I come for the storm. Fanboys melt quick when the truth gets warm. Saw content's high, I'm collecting those tears. Just got started, but I'm cutting through fears. I'm not here for brand deals, I'm not for sale. I expose your lies, rip off the veil.
Hello everyone, I'm the Angry Vigilante. This is my side channel where I post reaction videos to salty fanboys pulled straight from my live streams on my main channel, The Angry Vigilante Show. On the main channel, I also cover gaming news, rants, and full game reviews. I'll leave a link down below and you're more than welcome to come and subscribe and also hang out with me live every Monday morning at 5 a.m. Pacific time.
With the release of the Nintendo Switch 2 last year, we also saw the release of a new breed of content creators that solely make content just to hate on Nintendo and the Switch 2. Now,
my God, that would have been nice to get 1.8 million views, but my guy, this is nothing new. Maybe for content creators, but there were people that were supposedly hating on Nintendo long before last year. Come on. We heard it all the damn time. I saw videos of people complaining about Nintendo before. Maybe it wasn't as big or as many people, but there were still people that were supposedly hating on Nintendo. And many of us are not hating on Nintendo. We're just criticizing Nintendo. There is a difference because you guys refuse to grow a spine.
I hate some of Nintendo's business practices and their increased prices on games as much as...
Then why don't you do something? Why don't you sit here and help us? You're going to sit here and be like, well, I hate some of their practices, but then you still buy their games. And I guarantee you, you're going to buy that overpriced Tamagotchi Life game next month, aren't you?
The next guy. However, I wouldn't make a whole channel based on talking about something I don't even like in the first place.
How do you know if they don't like it? And here's another thing that you need to understand. Let's say you don't like Nintendo. You do understand that when it came to Xbox, we actually pushed back because we have spines. We had fighting us. When it came to PlayStation gamers, Xbox gamers, when it came to PC gamers, when they tried to push games to $80 after Nintendo did, we fought back and we got them to drop the price. But unfortunately with Nintendo, you guys chose not to fight back. You guys bent the knee and caved in, and look at it. We still got $80 games on the Nintendo Switch 2. All because of you guys when it comes on down to it. You guys refuse to do the right thing, so we have to. And many of the people that do not like Nintendo don't want the rest of the industry to go that way. That's something you need to understand too.
Kinda sounds counterintuitive. And believe me, it is. Some of these people genuinely have the smoothest brains I've ever witnessed from any content creator on any platform.
There might be a few, I'll give you that one.
They are very interesting and they make very strange videos, and like I say, the whole thing just seems kind of odd. They claim they hate Nintendo so much, yet they still buy all of their stuff.
Who are you watching? You know, the big ones are like Omniarch and Nintendo, and they don't hate Nintendo. They actually like Nintendo, so come again.
And constantly, daily make content on it. But today, I just wanted to watch and react to some of these people and hear them out. You never know.
And how much do you want to bet he's not even going to react to anybody tangible? It's going to be a bunch of people we've never heard of.
Maybe they have valid excuses on why they hate Nintendo, despite the fact that they talk about that all day, every day. I've also noticed most of these people genuinely orbit around YouTube Shorts. I don't know why.
Who? I mean, the big names that people love talking about don't really do the shorts. Like, yeah, I do shorts for my long videos, but I don't make specific short form content like that.
Not YouTube long form or, you know, shorts on...
I do. For Tenga, Omniarch, Nintendo. Many of us sit here and make long form content. What the hell are you talking about?
Other platforms like Instagram Reels, it's always, for whatever reason, YouTube and Shorts. And I can make a whole video on how dumb and brain dead an NPC YouTube Shorts is as a whole, but when it comes to
I mean, we can sit here and make a whole video of how brain dead you Nintendo fanboys are. Well, I'm pretty certain one of us already has.
Nintendo specifically on YouTube Shorts, yeah, you're gonna lose some brain cells. All right, let's take a look.
No, you're not. There's nothing wrong with short form content, okay? The reason why I don't, I'm gonna stop doing short form content because it takes up too much time and it's just not really worth it. I mean, I'm making less than $20 a month on short form content, so it's just really the time it takes for me to do it Literally, if I would have turned those 2 videos that I made last night into short form content, I don't think I would be going live early. I don't think I would have went live until about 6 in the morning instead of 4:30, if I'm being honest.
Look at some of these videos together.
Here's why I will never buy the Switch 2, and trust me, you shouldn't either. The Joy-Con.
Why does that voice sound familiar? Who is that person's voice? Why does it sound like kind of like a tamer version of beat 'em ups?
Connect through these fragile pins.
So this comment is obviously false. These pins
I actually kind of agree. I've never heard anybody complain about those pins. This is the first time. I mean, I've taken my Joy-Con. Well, no, I don't take my Joy-Cons off, actually. I've only ever done it one time, but I've heard so many stories when it comes to the Switch 2, but I've never once actually heard of people scared to break those little pins. Are you kidding me?
At first, when the console wasn't even out, yes, even I debated on whether this would be safe or easily damaged, but anyone can tell you that, you know,
don't be an idiot with them. Put them on correctly and you probably won't have that problem.
these things don't really get damaged that often because it's pretty hard to do so. Again, this is just a myth.
I mean, if you just don't have user error so damn much, you probably wouldn't have that happen. It's like I hear people complain that they scratch their screens. I've never scratched my damn screen.
And it's just completely false. These will be fine, and they are child friendly as well. Also,
Dustin, we have mini games on the Switch 2 that are $80. You have Kirby and the Forgotten Land Switch 2 Edition, Mario Party Jamboree Switch 2 Edition, Tears of the Kingdom Switch 2 Edition, about to have Mario Wonder Switch 2 Edition. Yeah, that's it so far. Probably going to have more of them. So yeah, so far currently we have 4 $80 Switch 2 editions, and we're about to have a 5th one. Or not Switch 2 edition, sorry. We have currently 4 $80 games on Nintendo, and we're about to get a 5th one with the Mario Wonder one.
You can criticize Nintendo in a lot of places, but I feel like the one area you're going to struggle to do so is in the build quality.
Who the hell puts a lighter literally to the screen? Don't do that, guys. If it don't matter if you got a Switch 2, it don't matter what. Do never put a lighter to the damn screen. Like, who is actually afraid of something like that happening?
Of their consoles, at least in my opinion, they're gonna last you a lifetime, no matter what you're playing on. If it says Nintendo,
you know, okay, I've watched this video and I think there was one person that he might have reacted to that was credible. But like Franco says, notice how they always react to nobodies, never people like Omniarch. Exactly. Oh, we got Horde Hellfire. How is it going there, Mrs. Hellfire?
on it, you don't really need to worry about it breaking. I actually own a Switch 2 and a Steam Deck OLED, and guess which one of those keeps breaking / having some buttons or directional input errors, and so I have to open up the whole device.
Who puts the controllers on and off like that? Of course, if you do it like that, you're gonna be an idiot and you're gonna damage them. But who does that? There's this damn button on the back that you press and it pops them off. I have a damn Satisfy grip thing on mine, so I don't even take off the damn Joy-Cons.
Blow into it because dust easily gets inside of it, despite me
Well, why the hell are you leaving your damn Steam Deck around where it can collect dust like that? You know, I've never had a problem with the Switch 1, with the Switch 2, with any of my consoles about dust just getting all up in there to where it doesn't want to work anymore. Now, I did have problems when I was younger when it came to the cartridges for like the Super Nintendo, N64. I'm pretty certain we all had those problems.
Cleaning it weekly. Yeah, it's the Steam Deck. I love both of those consoles, but I will say Switch wins when it comes to durability.
The price of the games literally doubled.
Now this is the one talking point.
Okay, I want to say they doubled, but they definitely went up in price, which is ridiculous.
That Nintendo haters love, and it's actually one I completely agree with. Yes, Nintendo games prices are way too high.
And even if you want to buy them secondhand, your console will most likely get bricked.
So this person is claiming that if you use a...
Okay, that I know of. There's only been one case of that happening. I reported on it. I don't know of anybody else actually happening. So making it seem like that it's gonna happen is kind of being disingenuous. Is there a chance? Sure. But so far they have sold through 15 million units worldwide. And we've only ever heard one case of somebody actually getting their console bricked due to buying them pre-owned. So you're probably not going to happen. You have a very extreme likely of a chance that it will, but it's very, very low. Still, it should never happen. But, you know, I'm not into the whole fear mongering thing. I didn't like when the Nintendo people were doing it, saying, oh, you better buy a console now before it goes up. And I don't really like this fear mongering either.
Switch 2 game that's pre-owned, it will most likely brick your console. Again, complete fabrication here.
I mean, it's not a fabrication. It did actually happen, but that I know of one. So one out of over 15 million units sold worldwide. That's not that. I mean, it's bad, but trying to act like it's gonna happen more often, it's just not the likely of a chance.
Will not happen. If anything, Nintendo really want you to game share and lend games to other friends and family.
And for the price of one Switch 2 game, you can get yourself a Switch It card that comes with every single Switch game.
And of course, it's revealed at the end of the shot that this person is only hating on the Switch 2 so they can sell their crappy, dodgy device for the Switch 1, which probably will break anyway, at least a
Yeah, that's probably not a good idea. If you have someone complaining about a system getting bricked and then they're trying to sell you a device where they know they're going to get bricked, that is not a good one. So my God, why are you reacting to people like this? Why don't you react to the other ones? All those people that you show with those thumbnails where they got over 1 million views, hundreds of thousands of views. Why aren't you reacting to them? Why are you reacting to these guys that probably are not getting that many views?
a lot easier than the Switch 2 will. This is a whole new type of breed of people that are coming up with basically the same product over and over again, and instead of, you know, buying typical ads, they're selling it through YouTube short skits. The title of this next video is My Switch 2 is Already Breaking, which is intriguing. How is your Switch 2?
I mean, I want to know too. I've had mine since July of last year and it's perfectly fine. I mean, I had my Switch 1 for years and it didn't break on me. I mean, the Joy-Cons did, but the system itself didn't.
Already breaking, so let's take a look.
My Switch 2 is already showing its age, and I've only had it for like 7 months. So first of all, I don't know if it's that easy to tell, but around the buttons, they're getting a little bit more glossy than the matte finish we're kind of used to.
That's just normal wear and tear. The more you use it, the more they're going to get worn down. My PS5 controller's like that. Those things don't last forever. You put a lot of wear and tear on those buttons, my guy.
Yeah, I'm completely lost here. The buttons look completely fine, even when he's zooming.
Nah, I mean, you can see a little glossy on them, but no, that's just normal wear and tear, though. They're not going to be pristine and last forever here. Come on.
In. The console is a bit dirty, but again, that's the user's fault. This is literally making a mountain out of a molehill.
I agree. Then why are you reacting to someone like this? Well, you know, you're complaining about the supposedly Nintendo hate grifter people. Why don't you actually react to the big ones? Why are you reacting to the ones that you're so badly trying to make us look like idiots? These are the guys that you're reacting to. Really?
There's no problem here with the console.
I'm also feeling just a little bit more Joy-Con jiggle. I mean, it does.
Well, don't hold it like that, you fucking idiot. Okay? Like I said, you know, user error does happen. You don't sit here and hold it like that. Who the hell is going to hold it like you're going to literally, my guy, just put the damn thing down before you actually damage it. So no wonder it's breaking because you're an idiot.
Doesn't help that I'm holding it like this.
Yep, it doesn't. Nor should you ever hold it like that. Of course, that's going to happen.
The kickstand, it has definitely taken the biggest beating out of all of them because it's actually.
I mean, who actually uses that damn kickstand? I've used it one damn time. You know, I know some people are going to want to use it, but really, my guy, come on.
Metal kickstand, you can see a lot of these scratches quite a bit easier. It's just
my guy, it's not gonna last forever. What do you expect? Do you expect it to stay pristine forever here? Come on, my guy.
a bunch of chips taken out of it, but it still works.
Well, no wonder you just threw it down like that. I can imagine you probably just threw it down on something hard too.
And this is just purely the user's fault. I have the Switch 2 many.
I agree, my guy, but you're literally picking these stream examples of these idiots that make the rest of us look bad. Okay, if you're gonna make a video where you're trying to come at us, you better come at the correct ones. Don't be coming at these nobody people like this. Come on. I'm not trying to make it seem like people that don't get as many views are nobodies here, but come on, they literally are just complaining to complain at this point.
If my friends do, none of them look like this. This is just someone who simply cannot take care of their own device.
Yes, there are videos of Harmon Smith, you know there are.
Okay, on to the next one.
The Switch 2 sucks, and I'm gonna tell you why. The screen is an LCD display and not OLED.
Now this point is really...
I mean, I actually think that the screen should have been an OLED. I don't personally have a problem with the LCD screen, but I do think it should have been an OLED.
Really funny because his own comments are pointing out to him that this screen comparison literally favors the Switch 2, and I would agree. I think the extra frames and the higher resolution and the increased brightness on the screen makes up for the fact that it's not OLED. In my opinion, the Switch
Nah, I don't think it makes up for the fact. I will heavily believe that this should have been an OLED.
Switch 2 screen is very big, very bright, looks a lot better than the Switch or even the Switch OLED screen.
No, it does not. He literally just showed a picture comparing, and no, the Switch OLED does look better.
It costs $150 more than the Switch 1.
Now this is a talking point I can't wrap my head around, as if these people genuinely think Nintendo's newest console should be cheaper than their 8-year-old one.
Well, if they would have dropped the price on their 8-year-old console like someone normally would, like it's always been throughout gaming history, then it probably wouldn't have been so high. But you do understand that literally for $20 more than the Switch one we got to pay, Japan gets it for $320, around $320.
I don't know how to explain this to these people.
Every accessory is more expensive than what they were for the Switch 1. And buying those all together comes out to about
Of course, Nintendo's accessories are always expensive. That is nothing new. That's why you buy them used.
another $650.
So half
Yeah, you don't need to buy another $650. Come on. Literally, you don't need to buy extra Joy-Cons. You don't need to buy an extra dock. You don't need, like, if you buy the system, it comes with all that except the carrying case. That is the only thing you're going to have to buy. And maybe a Pro controller if you want to. But saying you're going to have to spend an extra $650, come on. I still have yet to get a new SSD card. I'm literally rocking with the base storage on the Switch 2. I have no need to go buy because I don't need a bunch of games downloaded at once.
of what's shown here either comes with the console or is completely unnecessary. These people love to pretend you have to buy all of this stuff to play your favorite games.
Flagship game prices are raised to $80 from the usual $60.
Okay,
I will actually agree with this on this one. The $80 is bullshit.
Again here, I completely agree, completely valid.
The Switch 2 is the next Wii U.
Nope, the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, no, it's not the next Wii U. It's already outsold the Wii U. So we already know it's not going to be the next Wii U.
Switch 2 has outsold the Wii U's lifespan already in less than a year. On to the next video.
Nintendo Switch 2 with this garbage can. If you don't get it right, you better get it tight, because like I said, don't make us Wii U.
Genuinely,
Jesus Christ. It is not another Wii U, my guy. Just like Hyperstar Cage said, just tainting the community with toxic positivity to combat this. Exactly. This is ridiculous.
what did I just witness? I have no words. It's not on every video,
either.
but I love how people's
No, it's not on every video. You're just picking the extreme example. Literally, you're saying that the Nintendo hate YouTubers need to be stopped, which I'm referred to as that Omniarch, Nintendo, many of on the Fortanga, many other ones. Why don't you pick the actual credible ones that have real criticism? Why are you picking idiots like that?
just always peak on these kind of videos. It's so frustrating.
We went to Walmart today and I was really surprised to see this Nintendo case stocked full of the new Nintendo Switch. Joke's on you, Nintendo.
Okay, this has to be satire. This literally has to be satire. There's no way someone literally looks at a Switch 1 and says, with all these Switch 2 saying, oh, it's not selling because it's chock packed full of them. There's no way this is real.
We're not paying $450.
Okay, so
my guy, it's a Switch 1. That's why I'm saying this has to be satire.
This person doesn't know what the number 2 is, but seriously, this is not the Switch.
I am pretty positive. Now, if it would have been a random person that didn't know, but he knew that the Switch 2 was supposed to be $450. So I am pretty positive he has watched YouTube content before, so he knows damn well what a Switch 1 is. Okay, that's why I'm saying this has to be satire. There's no way that's real.
2. I don't know how this person doesn't know that. And yeah, the Nintendo Switch 2 is the best-selling console of all time if we're looking at it from days out versus sales.
You mean the fastest selling, not the best selling, fastest selling. There's a difference.
The fastest selling console ever.
There you
Nintendo
go,
Switch
get it
2,
correct.
kind of trash. And after about a week with it, these are some of the things that I hate in no particular order. So the battery life.
Okay, I'm gonna say this one too. If these guys were making hate videos or supposedly hate videos on Nintendo before they got the Switch 2, then you can't take them seriously. Like Dreamcast guy, you know, where he literally was like, oh, I'm hating on the Switch 2 and everything, even though he was talking trash about it before. You can't trust those guys. But literally, I have never heard of a single one of these people. Not a single one of these people he is showing, I have never heard of.
If on this thing is not good at all, depending on the title, I'm losing between 5 and 9% battery every 10 minutes.
So,
I mean, then I will say it's a little extreme. I can usually, if I play a game, I usually get about 2.5, 3 hours. So you're losing like 9%. That's just ridiculous, my guy.
Switch 2's battery isn't great, I will be the first to admit that, but this is simply a case of you can't have everything in one console. You can't have it perform really well, have it be lightweight, and have an amazing battery. But, you know, I will say,
I will prefer it to be a little heavier if we got a better battery, that I will say.
it's not the greatest experience in the world. However, the amount of battery this guy claims he's losing that fast, 10% every 10 minutes, 1% every minute, that's a little too much for me.
I actually agree. I think that's a little too much.
I've never experienced anything that bad.
It's just really not comfortable to hold, so you'll either want to have it tabletop or docked. I mean, just look at the hand placement of this thing versus a Steam Deck, for example.
This point I actually kind of agree on. It's uncomfortable, although the cases you can get or grips for the Switch 2 are so cheap nowadays that
I know, but that's just an extra buy that you have to buy. The system should already come to where it's more comfortable. It is very uncomfortable to hold the Switch 2. You definitely have to get a grip for it. There's no doubt about it.
don't really care about this complaint, although it is valid.
The screen is bigger and brighter, but it's still not bright enough to touch grass while playing, so you're going to want to stay indoors.
Yep, it's a screen. It's the sun.
Yeah, I mean, that is kind of normal. So if they would have made that thing any brighter, your complaint about the battery life now would have been even worse.
Yep. Also, just going back to that brightness, I just noticed he has auto brightness on, which you need to turn off to get the maximum brightness on the Switch 2 in handheld mode. So this statement, this line right here, completely wrong.
It has the same joystick hardware as the OG Switch, which means stick drift, and somehow after just a few...
Okay, this guy, we have not found any credible person about stick drift. We were wondering if it might, because yeah, it was the original hardware. Did you literally go back to the original, like when the console first launched? Is that who you're literally reacting to? My guy, if you're gonna make a video now, you need to actually react to videos that are way more recent.
days, people were already experiencing this.
Okay, so this one really hurts. I'm getting secondhand embarrassment. Completely false. Again, there's been no verified cases of this.
I agree, but if this video was made right after it launched, my guy, you're being disingenuous.
It's not the exact same technology as the original Joy-Cons on the Switch 1 were, therefore we're not seeing drifting, at least not yet. We did see some rumors on Reddit within the first few days of the launch of the Switch 2, but those were completely shut down when we realized that person just hadn't turned off motion controls in his Mario Kart World game.
Really? He didn't turn off the motion controls, so that's why what an idiot.
Having to buy the upgraded version of old titles is annoying, and in all honesty,
I agree. It is very annoying. It's bullshit too.
the difference in graphics is minimal.
I would not say the difference between graphics is minimal here, nor performance. They are both definitely worth the price, at least in my opinion, but I do agree.
Well, nobody asked for your opinion. They are not worth that damn price.
These updates should be free in the first place, but then again, recently we've seen Nintendo make a lot of Switch 2 upgrades free.
My guy, you are literally using Donkey Kong Country Returns, which that upgrade free was the bare fucking minimum after they ripped us off charging $60 damn, okay?
For a lot of mainline games, so I guess they're moving in the right direction at least.
No, that you're literally using a very piss poor example. That is not the best example to use. You do not sit here, use a game where Nintendo ripped everybody off, charging $60 for a decade-old port, and they didn't even do nothing to it. So giving a free update where they actually add some good content, that is literally the bare fucking minimum.
Okay, I kind of lied to you guys, because Nintendo haters aren't the only short-form content creators I wanted to show off today. There's actually another new...
You literally picked the most piss poor example of the people making this type of content, my guy.
New breed of people, and I don't really know how to properly describe them. They basically just make sort of skits about Nintendo with a twin version of themselves, and then they scream, constantly peek the microphone, and whatever video it is, it makes no sense, and every comment is from an NPC. I swear to God, let me just show you some of these.
In this video, you'll see 50...
Who the hell? I am pretty positive that these are meant to be satire. They're meant to be funny, ha-ha moments. Who the hell's gonna use a Switch 2 as a damn cutting board?
dangerous, funny, and unknown ways to use your Nintendo Switch 2, with my evil twin appearing throughout. Starting off, my friends, have you ever needed to cut some fruit, but you didn't have...
This guy's literally just doing stuff to get attention. He's trying to go viral. That's all it is. You're not going to take, who's going to take this guy seriously? Who is literally going to go out there and buy a Switch 2 to use as a damn cutting board?
Have anywhere to cut the fruit or a cutting board? The Switch 2 makes a great cutting board. Gotta get that
No, it does not. Do not spend $450 for a damn cutting board.
precise cut right there.
I literally want to, I want to say things that I cannot say right now.
And we can even go one more just for good measure.
What? Am I missing something here?
It's meant as a joke. See, this is the only guy I actually know, the one that he's about to play. Out of all your videos, this is the only one I've seen beforehand.
Finally back from vacation, which means I can play my Switch 2 on my monitor. Oh, that's the wrong way.
I've literally never had that problem, except for the very first time that I opened it up. That was the only time I had the problem with docking it, and then I got used to it.
Still the wrong way. Finally! Wait, aren't there only 2 ways that the Switch 2 should be able to fit into the dock? I think I'm gonna dock my Switch 2 in plain TV mode now. Oh, that must be the wrong way.
Okay, I mean, yeah, sometimes I do have that problem where I don't get it set all the way on. It's meant as a joke. He's over embellishing everything. It's meant as satire, you damn idiot.
Oh, that still must be the wrong way. Oh, there you go, finally. Wait a minute, shouldn't there only be 2 ways the Switch 2 can go in the dock?
What is going on?
It's meant as a joke, my guy. Read the fucking room.
This isn't content. This hurts.
No, it's not. It's meant as a joke. It's satire. It's not meant to be taken seriously. And I'm pretty certain we've all done something like that. I've never turned it around, but I have sat here and gone to slip in. I'm like, damn it, go in. It don't take that damn long to get it to go in. Trust me, I don't got that problem finding a hole.
Hurts my head. I can feel my brain getting smoother by the second.
Oh, so do I. You picking these piss poor examples to use. You literally wanted to make a video coming at us and you picked the worst examples you could have. You know what you're doing. You're trying to make us all seem like we're like them. Come on, we're not.
Who is this for? Like, aside from kids, but then it can't be for kids because it's not on YouTube Kids, which I really think it should be, to be honest. Like, who above the age of 10 is this for? Just look at the comments again. Thank you for experimenting the things I want to do but can't. These people have to be 5 years old, I swear. Alright, that's enough.
I think you might be 5 years old for the people you picked. I am so glad we are done with this guy. Oh, who's gonna be up next?
You can cry in the comments, but you won't survive. Like and subscribe if you feel that vibe. We're